Thanks for stopping by the Trending Traders channel today and checking out our latest video covering biotech company EnteraBio. Michael is going to detail what's to follow in this exciting video covering stock ticker ENTX.
That's right. Today, guys, we're talking EnteraBio, ENTX. This company's had a bunch of really interesting catalysts. Shane is going to talk to you a little bit about that. I'm going to tell you why I think they have a really interesting platform, why it's widely applicable, and why it could generate a lot of revenue. Thanks for watching, guys.
EnteraBio was trading under $2 just 3 months ago before seeing a significant climb surpassing the $10 mark. Currently trading right under $6, this stock is going to take off soon and you need to be prepared. Like so many other biotech companies, Entera has many catalysts coming through their pipeline with a huge potential for growth. FDA approvals and announcements of successful clinical trials are just a couple of things to be on the watch for if you're planning on making money trading Entera stock. Unlike other biotech companies, Entera heavily focuses on the delivery method of therapeutics and not just the development of new pharmaceuticals. The premise of their technology is to orally deliver medication that would generally be degraded in the GI tract. Entera refers to this technology as a delivery method of large molecules and biologics. Their primary focus for this tech is the oral treatment of osteoporosis and hypoparathyroidism. Both of these diseases are currently treated with pricey injectables, which makes oral medication incredibly valuable in those markets. The first catalyst we saw that really made this stock skyrocket was the positive results from the phase 2 clinical trial of EB613, slated as the first drug that will anabolically rebuild bone and restore density in osteoporosis patients. This was back in early March when the stock surpassed that $10 mark. After hitting that 52-week high of $10.16, there was a steady decline in stock value, leading right up to an earnings report that saw an even further decline in value, reaching a recent low just under $3. A few more catalysts have created increased value in this stock, and I believe the Entera pipeline will continue to add more value. Some examples of the more recent catalysts include appointing a new CFO and adding global pharma leader Ron Mayron to the board of directors. More importantly, was another promising announcement for EB613. That study met its primary and key secondary endpoints. Another project in the pipeline for Entera is EB612, designed to treat hypoparathyroidism. This product will be heading into phase 3 pathway by 2022. Currently, they are looking at additional formulations for the next set of clinical trials. With such a unique product that is heavily patented, it is likely that this technology will disrupt the injectable market. Once this delivery system has been thoroughly put to the test, there is nothing stopping Entera from potentially partnering with other companies to deliver their drugs with the Entera delivery system, which will only add to the value of this stock. Overall, EnteraBio is a great buy at the moment. At just under $6 with a price target ranging from $10 to $12 for some analysts, you're definitely looking to make some profits if you're swing trading this stock. For those long-term investors, there is some potential that there will be a lot of plays for this stock to really increase in value. They have a couple different products going through clinical trials, and the results have been really good. So long-term, there is definitely a benefit to holding on to this stock, just as well as the benefits of swing trading and getting those profits in sooner than later.
EnteraBio is a clinical stage pharmaceutical company with a proprietary biologics drug delivery platform. Biologics are any drug that is made of nucleic acids like DNA, carbohydrates, protein, a combination of these, or whole cell therapies. An example of nucleic acid biologics are the mRNA vaccine that we all know of, and an example of the protein drug category is the Regeneron monoclonal antibodies that we've all heard so much about. This class of drugs is absolutely gigantic, and it is growing rapidly. I personally work on protein-based biologics discovery and R&D. Because biologics are a huge category of drugs, I want to really focus in on the protein class, which is the area that Entera focuses in on. Besides these widely known drugs, many companies are trying to develop other drugs that are made of proteins, like antibodies, such as the Regeneron drug that was used in COVID. But the problem with these drugs is they're not really useful when delivered orally. They have to be injected. And so this really limits their use to hospital settings or pre-filled injectables. PTH 1 through 34 is a drug that Entera is developing called a peptide. It is a 34 amino acid long stretch, and it has a special part that we will call a tag hanging off of one part of the molecule. This tag is the proprietary part of their system. I tried to dig into what it is and what makes it special, but instead I'm showing you a 45-page scientific review paper from 2013, which describes many of these common strategies. The point that I want to make is there are many ways that one could enhance GI survival of a drug, including modification with other molecules, such as something like PEG, or by modifying the places in the drug that the stomach enzymes cut it up. That's not really the point here, though. Entera is a great company. We're here to tell you why we think that this company is a smart pharma play. Much like Atasa, this company is using an already known to be safe drug as their starting point. PTH 1 through 34 has been shown over a decade to be safe and effective at treating osteoporosis. This exact molecule is already approved by the FDA as an injectable from Eli Lilly under the name Forteo. The question in my mind is, can they get their drug delivered by mouth? Well, this is where Entera shines. This company uses their proprietary system to get the drug into the correct place at relatively high concentrations when taken by mouth. In this way, Entera is in a similar space as Vaxart. Check the card out on the top. Except that they are working on rare diseases and not vaccines, but both need to survive the GI. I am not going to get into a lesson on PK here, but you can see plainly that the Cmax is significantly higher in the Entera drug than in the injectable version. The last thing that has me really excited about Entera is this deal with Amgen. They are reportedly working with Amgen in a licensing arrangement to include their delivery system with Amgen's new anti-inflammatory drug. This is where I see a huge upside for Entera, and while it may not be as sexy as a new drug, these licensing deals can generate huge amounts of money. This particular deal is worth up to $270 million. It's basically for the same reasons that Vaxart had to develop their proprietary system that Entera felt that they needed to develop this system. It's because the enzymes in your stomach are particularly good at destroying foreign protein. And because of that, they destroy the drug before it gets to your blood, and therefore the drug is not useful. So special modifications need to be made to the drug in order to make it survive. If it can survive to the intestine, then the drug may get to the blood in high enough concentrations to actually be useful. Entera has a lot of interesting data that would suggest that their platform is capable of delivering. And while Entera says that they're in a good place financially, we need to realize that they are burning $10 million a year. They only have about 15 million cash and cash equivalents on hand. So it's clear that they have a short runway. And so that's why I'm very bullish after seeing this Amgen deal, because it's clear that this has the opportunity to generate huge revenue relative to their cash on hand. And because of this, increase their longevity and increase their likelihood of getting drugs to the market. Analysts have a price target between $10 and $14. These numbers seem pretty reasonable to me, and this represents over 100% upside on the stock. I would wait for a small pullback after this recent rip, but I wouldn't be surprised if we pull back to 4.5 or 5 before we run back up. Keep your eyes on ENTX. Thank you so much for watching our video today. If you found some value, please consider clicking the like button, and if you'd like to see more content like this, click the red subscribe button. My name is Michael.
And I'm Shane. We are the Trending Traders, here for you and here for growth. If you have anything you'd like to add in the comments below, we'd love to hear from you, and thank you again for stopping by our channel.